Ty Clark was the back this time, and they get it out to Barnes again, and he is looking as advertised early in this game. Another first down. You know he was happy about that Coleman Bennett run to finish things off, breaking tackles. Chris Barnes from the 3-yard line. Barnes cuts upfield, makes one miss, trying to get to the sideline, and he's dragged down there at about the 32-yard line. Wake Forest and Robbie Ashford trying. Kennesaw State has a 2-point lead on the road in Winston-Salem in week 1. Low kick spinning away from Barnes, who picks it up near the 10-yard line, trying to shoot upfield and knock down at the 26. Said he feels like it is a school and a program on the rise. Here is Barnes getting outside. Haven't seen him touch the football since early in this game, but more of the same for Chris Barnes, the speedster.
This is what we've been waiting to see, is to get Barnes on the outside. Cameron Johnson, number 12, the tight end. Look at him to the left of the screen. He's the one.
1st and 10 for Wake Forest at their own 20-yard line. A chance to put this game to bed. Quickly getting it out to the playmaker. We've seen kind of in and out of the game in the second half, Chris Barnes, but they want to get him touches.
They are good and a threat here this afternoon. Christian Lowry's kick taken on a hop, and here comes Barnes. Across the 20. Finds a hole, stumbles across the 30, if not for his own fall there. That could have been a huge play to start the ball game. To be unavailable, according to the university. Handles the low snap. On the swing pass finds Pat Boyd Jr. and he is swarmed over for a loss on the play. Gabe Kershke from his defensive end spot, and Aiden Hall came from linebacker. They are glad to have number 1 back out there after missing most of week 1 with a rib cage injury. A bullet to Barnes, makes a man miss out across midfield, and finally tracked down at about the 47-yard line by Cameron Dabney.
Yeah, if Dabney doesn't get a piece of that jersey, the track meet is on.
Doug Sherman back in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The offense for Wake Forest back onto the field, looking to add to its 21-3 lead, and Barnes is off to the races. Inside the 30-yard line, will they catch him? Finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Hassan Sykes with the touchdown-saving tackle. And this big play.
Yeah, you called it. Any Falar. Look at him right there. He gets a piece of 2 guys, and then it becomes a foot race for Barnes. Great job by Hassan Sykes, number 12, coming from the backside, understanding the pursuit drill. He immediately runs to the pylon from the other side of the field, and he's the one that's much better and more clean, taking more shots deep than last week.
On to a third running back, Jamario Clements in there. Quick strike over the middle out to the 35-yard line. And they talk frequently. They talk football. It's just a bevy of minds he's able to tap into. On the rollout, Barnes again makes the catch. And you've noticed on tape, Ashford's better on the rollout.
Rushing the football, 19.3 yards per carry.
Ashburn, the spectacular catch by Barnes on cue.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy week 3 of the college football season. So that's Barnes, 15-20. Barnes has a crease. Barnes! No flags! Touchdown, Wake!
To the operative word right there, and you're going to see some lane integrity violations on the right side of your screen where NC State's cover team just gets out of their lane and they open up the wide side of the field. Fresh set of downs.
Play fake. Ashford looking deep, has a guy open. Barnes. And if there's a player making an early statement with the flag at the end of that play, it's the track kid, Chris Barnes. And it's going to be penalty on top of it, 70 yards.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense number 29.
Ashford off the fake, shot down the sideline, dropped into Chris Barnes.
Concerned about keeping healthy because of his size.
Yeah, I want you to watch this route. It's like a circle, and then he goes back out. It's an outstanding route from Chris Barnes. Nice little double move to get himself open.
Thanks for the sound effects there.
He did a spin move, Mike. That was an outstanding spin move. A lot of the defenders will say, wait, what?
Well, Barnes is down. That was the first play over 10 yards by either team today. We'll check on Chris Barnes when we come back.
Going to come out throwing the football. It's a long throw, but an easy throw. And across the 30 up to the 32-yard line.
It's a play, so I can see that being a factor.
Ashford rolls, throws, good throw to Barnes. Thought about cutting it back to the inside, but wisely chose just to... Ty Clark checks into the backfield. And here comes Barnes. He almost lost the football, and look out here. Cuts it back to the inside. Boy, if he broke that back to the outside, were it not for a really, really nice play. Ty Clark in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to him. He cuts it back to the inside. This is actually Barnes who they handed it to, and he gets to... And then he went to South Carolina for a year where he played barely at all, only made one start, and now at Wake, and they have just converted on a 2nd down and short.
Brett, and you're shocked based on the style of these two coaches that pride themselves on discipline.
They give it to Barnes, breaks it to the outside, and runs out of bounds at the 26.
Rain again during the day. Right now it's dry as the game gets underway. Oregon State deferred the coin toss, and here's Chris Barnes breaking it out and setting up Wake almost to the 40-yard line. Also has a terrific arm, which is what Jake Dickert highlighted with us. And there he shows it off for Chris Barnes, and that is a Wake Forest touchdown. On cue, QB shows the arm, drops it right in the basket for Chris Barnes.
Find that aggressiveness in the second half of ball game starting today.
And Deshaun Purdy with a nice little play design there as they run back a counter run to Chris Barnes. Claiborne's looked pretty healthy today too, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was a question mark too, but he's looked very healthy.
And there's the RPO. And Purdy pulls the ball back and drills it to Chris Barnes for a touchdown. Second touchdown catch of this game for Barnes. Again, the first two. Their second quarterback, Deshaun Purdy, in his first Wake Forest start, taking a shot. And he has Chris Barnes again, wide open. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Early college career, 3 of them today.
Yeah, guys.
Nigel, you could see.
Yeah, Jaheim Patterson's going to have nightmares of this kid all night long because it's about the 3rd time he's gotten spun around. And look,
Indiana obviously in for the Big Ten narrative. That Indiana can come across the country to Autzen and play like that. And there's another good kick return. It's